we have milestones. Some of them have that in the manufacturing space, and we're working with them
Have they missed them?
They ain't talking about defensive. Look at them arms crossed.
We haven't funded AMP yet. AMP is not even.
How about Van Johnson or Matt?
Certainly we can do
Please
that,
do.
I'll do it for the record.
Do you have any closings scheduled for this year?
None right now, no sir.
Okay. You know, I get concerned here because this loan program is one that where I hear folks from all over the place talking about subsidies as picking winners and losers. I think there's a difference between doing this right and doing it wrong. You look at countries like France, subsidizes nuclear. China seems to support everything massively. And what concerns me a great deal is families in this country have been funding OPEC to the tune of $127 billion trade deficit where they're building palaces, and we're trying to get by here. There's so many indications that something is wrong, and what really puzzles me is I don't get a sense yet that the loan program and Department of Energy gets it. When I look at all these programs that are failing, Solyndra, the first recipient, went bankrupt. Beacon, the third recipient, went bankrupt. Abound, the fifth DOE loan guarantee, went bankrupt a few weeks ago. First Wind has withdrawn its IPO, has significant debt. Nevada Geothermal, the fourth recipient, has a going concern. And when you look at the things that we have learned over time...
Don't leave out Ormat and Van Johnson, communist bastard.
That Solyndra was having problems. All these federal agencies and departments were saying this is a bad investment. OMB, Treasury, Justice, DOE employees, investors in Solyndra, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Lawrence Summers, the president's economic advisor, are all saying this is a problem. And yet, with all those indications, I think what could have been a loan program turned into a White House and Department of Energy earmark program.
More like slush fund.
Despite all the signs that no one's going to get paid back, and then ignoring the law about the taxpayers getting paid less. What concerns me here, and the reason why we need to even look at this law,
should have been first,
is the Department of Energy is still not admitting problems, still not admitting failures in how the Department of Energy handled this, how they ignored the warnings of failure, continued on, and even when the Secretary...
Y'all remember why Department of Energy was originally made?
An attitude which concerns the taxpayers.
It's supposed to, you know, take care of energy problems and get us off of foreign oil, not loan out damn money.
A movie of how the Department of Energy is handling this, of how the Department of Energy would have a typical staff meeting to discuss all these failures and how they handled it. It would look something like this. Can you play the clip, please?
This is funny. Yeah, that's taxpayer land on his back.
This time I'd like to recognize the gentleman from Texas.
He thinks it's funny, don't he?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and I enjoyed that movie too, but I don't know if it relates to the Department of Energy, but thank you for my colleague from Pennsylvania. One of the issues I think I have is that, and my colleague mentioned it, we have competition for going to more energy efficiency, whether it be solar or wind power, and I'm frankly successful in my part of the country, in Texas, we're the biggest growing wind power in the country. But unlike some of our competitive countries, if you do what we happened with Solyndra, in some of our countries you'd be taken out and shot.
That's a difference.